Last time I was asked if you are working part-time at Q&A, you said I was working in the state, but I got a lot of questions about this. That's why I prepared this video. What I want to introduce today is national work, multicultural, and defector student mentoring. Many college friends around me look busy working part-time every time, but it hurts me a lot many times. You don't make a lot of money, you're physically tired, but you don't have to do that anymore. We have a national work that we're implementing for college students. First at all, I will explain about national work. National work is a scholarship to create stable academic conditions and enhance employment. Simply put, a scholarship to a certain amount of work at a university or after working outside for a certain period of time. In other words, it is a scholarship system that pays a monthly salary. This national work is run by the Korea Scholarship Foundation, and some are run by the university itself. Today, I will introduce the national work run by Korea Scholarship Foundation. It's my multicultural and defector student mentoring. This mentoring is an activity in which university students across the country practice starting basic learning, career solution, and culture exchange activities to improve the school life and basic academic background of multicultural and defector student mentees. It's a very beneficial activity for both of you because you can get money from your mentor friends. You can get a lot from teaching one child, and your mentees can adopt to school and raise that what you usually think you lack. Furthermore, it is a very good project to expand educational, welfare policy practice, and social knowledge sharing culture due to the impact on the government and society. Next, I will let you know the qualifications to apply for this mentoring. First at all, students are graduate students from multicultural and North Korean students cannot apply. The second is students who meet the basic requirements of mentors of the Korea Solutionship Foundation and standards for self-selection with the university. The basic requirement refers to a person who has applied to participate in the project on the website of Korea Solutionship Foundation and submit a letter of self-introduction and letter of recommendation for an advisor. For the language speakers, participants in the previous year's project, those who have completed multicultural education, those who have experienced exchanges with multicultural and North Korea students in elementary, middle, and high schools, and applicants for pronunciation are prepared, so I recommend you apply unconditionally if you are included in this list. And institutions that can conduct this mentoring activity are elementary, middle, and high schools nationwide, public kindergartens, regional multicultural education support centers, regional children's centers, and others. Activities are not possible at daycare centers, private kindergartens, and welfare facilities for the elderly. And this activity is divided into Type A and Type B. Type A is university excavation type, and Type B is a mentor excavation type. A is assigned by the university to an institution linked to the university, and Type B can contact the institution where the select student want to receive approval of the activity plan from the person in charge of the science and engineering department and proceed with the activity. The scholarship payments that you will be most curious about can be multiplied by the hourly payment by the activity time. This year, hourly payment is 40,000 won for cities and 18,000 won for pronunciation. And there are several mentoring seasons. The maximum is 10 hours per year. The maximum is 520 hours per semester. And the maximum is 8 hours per day, and the maximum per week is 20 hours during the semester and 40 hours during vacation. The standard for a week means 7 days every Monday to Sunday. And next, I will tell you how to apply for this mentoring. First of all, when you go to the website of the Korea Scholarship Foundation, click the scholarship at the end. Then you will see a sign saying International Work and Employment Linked Scholarship. Then click on this part. Then the screen appears, and we now press Apply Multicultural and Defector Student Mentoring. Then there are a lot of things like this, so don't panic and press the application next to the Multicultural Defector Mentoring Scholarship in the Talent Development section. The reason why the application doesn't show up at the moment is because the application period has already been completed. That's why you should always look for a period when you receive it. Usually, this mentoring program for multicultural departments is open in March at beginning of the semester, not during vacation. In the case of our school, you can apply to it. For it, call me at the on-campus center that manages this mentoring for an interview, and then start activities when you receive a text message that you have passed it. Remember, when you had submit a letter from introduction to the selection requirements, you have to put the letter of intonation here. This is how I prepared. And few days later, I got a call to come and have an interview. Just because you passed the interview doesn't mean it's over. Now, you have to find which children's center you are going to work at. Our school type is B and mentor discovery. So universities don't decide the center. So we have to find an institution introduction ourselves. I have shared the list that other people have been to last year at our school center, and I have been selecting practice with that I want. Once you've matched with your mentee, you will be able to work from then on. What do you think? The process may be a little complicated, but it's much simpler and more convenient than a regular part-time job. If you like children or dream of becoming a teacher, I really want you to try it. I think it would be great for my friends in the Christian education, early childhood education, child care education, and social welfare do it at our school. Even if it's not this major, I want to teach children. If you like to share your knowledge with others, I want you to try it. If you have any more questions about this, please comment. Bye!